it's Jen from Not So Mystical Tarot. This is going to be your reading for the time around Wednesday, July 31st, middle of the week. We are going to timestamp each individual sign in the comments and in the description so that you can hop to your moon and rising, because this is a general reading, okay? You can find me on Instagram at Not So Mystical Tarot or NotSoMysticalTarot.com if you'd like a personal or a private reading. If you hear snoring in the background, that is my dog Annabelle. That's just the way it goes. All right, let's get started here with Aries. What do we have going on right at the end of July for Aries? Six of Pentacles, Aries, with the Emperor. Okay, you are often referred to as the Emperor, so this is letting me know that there's some sort of major abundance that you'll be feeling or seeing. It could be feeling too, like you could be feeling like rich in family. Doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have millions of dollars, but you will be feeling very, very abundant enough that you are able to pay it forward, give back to people that have given to you, give to people that don't have what you have. But either way, it's going to make you feel fantastic. And the Emperor, showing that you're in control of your environment, in control of yourself, and like you're like feeling yourself, you know, like you have come to another level. That's what I feel like with this Emperor, is that you have really come into your own. And what a wonderful thing, right? Especially as we're talking about finishing up the year. We get the last quarter of the year coming up, so that's pretty exciting. Let's see what we get here. Okay, you have the Queen of Swords coming up with the Six of Pentacles. That's saying, you know, make sure that you use your logic. Make sure that you, in the event of paying it forward, because Aries, you can be very, very generous. In the event of paying it forward, make sure that you are being logical. Don't just throw money and time and love around just to do it. Make sure that you are focusing in the correct area. And this Queen of Swords is very methodical. She's very black or white. This is right, this is wrong, this is a good thing, this is a bad thing. Make sure that you kind of check whatever you're feeling, because you're the fire, you're very passionate. Make sure you check it against logic. And here, the other card coming up you had was the Ten of Swords, and that's, I think, just more of a warning. I don't think anything bad is happening, but I think it's like, listen, if you're not logical about where you're giving this abundance, where you're sharing of yourself, if you're not logical about that and you don't really weigh your options, you could end up, I feel like, just somebody using you, you know, just being used and abused and sort of tossed to the side and feeling really, I almost feel like you would be like doubting human nature because of it. Yeah, you know, you just might feel like, wow, you know, I thought people were good and like, look at this crap, you know. So let's just be careful where we share, but still make sure that you do. All right. Next we have Taurus. What do we have for Taurus? Taurus. Nine of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Not the first time we've seen this queen. The Nine of Wands is about being observant. It's about I feel like I can't breathe. Wow. It is about being observant, because the card after this nine is the Ten of Wands, which, you know, shows somebody bent over, really heavily burdened, and just, you know, I think there's a decision that you need to make right now, and you're hesitant about making this decision, because if you make the decision incorrectly, you could become very heavily burdened. This could be taking on something, another project at work. I mean, this could be anything from that to having another baby, you know, getting married, you know, moving in with someone. It could be anything like that, but whatever this decision is, it is a burden to you in general, but you're also thinking, like, is this going to put me in a bad position? Now, you have this Queen of Swords here, and the Queen of Swords is all logic. She doesn't think with her heart. She doesn't think with her passion. It's logic. Is this good or is this bad? And I think that's what we're being asked to do here, is evaluate this decision that we have to make, not on a level of passion, how we feel about it, not on a level of emotion, does it stir us up, more on, does this make sense? And that's the thing. You're going to want to look logically at this situation and decide, does this make sense? Should I be doing this? And if logically it doesn't add up, it's a no for you. Let's get a little more, here we go, a little more information. You do have the Ace of Pentacles, so that tells me aces are opportunities given by the universe, or you know, ones that you have earned also from your good actions. And this is an opportunity. This is career, money, finance, environment, stuff you can put your hands on. So this decision that has to be made has something to do with your tangible environment, the things you can touch, see, feel. And career, money, finance is a big thing, especially in even your fitness. This can be your fitness, it can be your home organization, it can be anything like that. But this is a tangible reality that you're looking at here. Now, the card that comes up with this is the Devil. And the Devil is not a big scary card. This is not saying anything bad is going to happen, like oogly boogly kind of stuff. This is saying, listen, this Queen of Swords is going to help you determine if making this decision puts you back in the same old patterns, making the same old mistakes, doing the same old things that you are not happy with. So that's all that we're looking at here with this Devil card. It's like, listen, you have this opportunity. You want to use that Queen of Swords to determine, is this going to put me in a bad position? Is this a mistake that I have made before? Or do I not want to make this mistake again? That's all we're looking at here. So evaluate that against that Devil card and kind of see, like, let's see, have I done this to myself before? Is this not smart? Or is this a brand new opportunity that could really benefit me? That's the decision that you have to make. And watch your moon and rising. All right, we'll head to Gemini. What do we have for our Geminis? We got this one, the Hanged Man Gemini. You're looking at something differently, and I saw this one, but this one wants to come. I don't know. This one was the one I saw first, and the Empress. Okay, there's a lot of people making a lot of decisions right now. I don't know what is going on. I'll have to look at the astrological sides of all this, but this is it. The Empress is about you giving of yourself, giving a gift of you, whether it's being open to a relationship, being open to a child, being open to all kinds of possibilities that would be you giving of yourself. And the Hangman is asking you to look at this decision from a different perspective, perhaps not from you being the giver, but the receiver, and how you would receive this gift. And, I guess is whoever is asking for this gift, or whoever you're thinking of giving this gift to, are they a worthy subject? I think that's what we're looking at here, and we're being asked to look at this from the other perspective, not just from your giving side of you, but from the side of the person receiving it, and maybe toward their intention. That's kind of what I'm thinking, is you want to really check the intention of the other person that's part of this equation, where the gift is going, to see if they really have your best interest at heart, or if they're just trying to get stuff out of you. Now, the cards that you have here are interesting. You have the Fool, and the Fool is about taking a leap of faith, about something new, something different, doing things differently than you've ever done them before, and taking that leap of faith. And there is something to be said for that, and sometimes you do have to take a chance. The answers are not always clear up front. Sometimes you've just got to say, you know what, the risks, they don't outweigh the positive things that can happen, and I'm going for it. That is sometimes what we have to do. And I'm going to tell you, I think that this gift that you want to give of yourself, this relationship maybe you want to be in, or this friendship, or whatever this is, of you giving of yourself, your time, your energy, your help, I think it could be a good thing. You have the Sun coming up with this, and the Sun is about a brand new day, doing things differently, moving through the world in a different way. I almost hear like turning over a new leaf. So this may be you really just deciding that you're going to do things in a completely and entirely different way, and I feel like you're not even going to be the person that you were. Like, you're almost going to turn and just be somebody different. Gemini, you're an air sign. Often, up in our heads, I'm an air sign too, very protective. You keep a guard over your heart, and over your giving, and over everything, because it's how you stay safe. But I feel like this is a time where you may be kind of throwing caution to the wind, and it might turn out really amazingly for you. So let's see where that goes. Now we'll move to Cancer. Have for Cancer. Cancer, we have got the Three of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Okay, Cancer. First of all, you are the Cups. So you are emotions, you are soft, you are sweet and kind. There is some kind of disappointment here, but the good thing is I don't feel like this is like some kind of heartbreak or some sort of like somebody screwing you over kind of thing. With this Queen of Cups, I feel like you're kind of doing yourself over. And you probably heard me explain this before, but I'm going to explain it because in this deck, when I get the Queen of Cups, I feel differently about it than when I get it in some of the other decks, like when I get it in this other deck here. But here, I want you to look at her face. Now, the Queen of Cups is the most nurturing, card of the entire deck. She is like the mother of all. She cares for everyone, loves them, nurtures them. I mean, sometimes though they can turn to like a whole martyrdom thing. Like, I'm feeling, Cancer, like you have given all that you can give, and it is now time to look at your self-care, because like I say, if you look at her face, she looks exhausted. She doesn't look like a beaming, happy, nurturing mom. She looks like, oh my God, if one more person asks me to do anything, I'm going to lose my mind. She doesn't look, to me, she doesn't look happy. And with this deck, whenever I see this, especially combined with this Three of Swords, I feel like exhausted, like I'm spent, I'm done, I got nothing else to give. Please don't ask me for anything else, because I got nothing. And what I'm seeing here, Cancer, for you is that it's about your self-care. I feel like you are not taking the time to care for yourself, and you are giving to everyone around you. And of course, people that are taking are not really busy trying to figure out what you need. So it's really important that you do that. Now, the card that comes up here is this Five of Wands, and the Five of Wands is about time-wasting behavior. So I think, what I'm going to hear from some of you is, I don't have time for self-care. I don't have time for this. Yes, you do. If you have time to scroll through Facebook for an hour, or have time to do whatever inane things we all do stuff. You watch a stupid show on TV, you have time to have some self-care, whether it's taking a 10-minute bath in a nice hot tub with the bathroom door locked so no one can get you, or going and sitting in Starbucks for 15 minutes alone, going to the library, taking a walk around the mall, not even to buy anything, just to be out with people alone. Whatever it is, you do have time. So this is saying it's time to put away any sort of time-wasting behavior you have, and the time-wasting behavior needs to be replaced with self-care, because you've got nothing left to give. Okay, now the other card that comes up with this queen, and I love this, is the Four of Swords. Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is about taking a time away, taking a step back from everything, all of your responsibilities, all of your nurturing, your giving, your loving. You know what? Nobody's going to die if you take, an hour off. No one is going to die without your immediate presence. And that's the thing that you really need to pay attention to. If, once every 2 weeks you want to go and get a pedicure for an hour, no one's going to die. But you know what? It may make your life so much better. That's what I'm saying, is it's time to take a step back. You don't have to go away for a whole weekend or a week, but it is time to take a step back and figure out where you can integrate some self-care into your daily life. It's really important that you do so, because I feel like you're just exhausted. You can't give anymore. You may not even realize it until I say it, and then you're like, oh gosh, she's right. Yeah, I haven't done anything for me. So, all right then. We're going to move on to our Leos. What do we have for Leo? Interested to hear about our Leos. Woo! Four of Pentacles, Leo. Cards leaping out everywhere. And the Three of Wands. All right, Four of Pentacles, often referred to as the miser card. In this instance, I see it as you're going to get a handle on your finances. It's time to stop for a minute. Stop and evaluate your finances. Evaluate, your mortgage, your credit card bills, whatever your finances are hooked up in, because it's time. We're looking here with this Three of Wands at your 5 and 10 year plan. Where are you going? And that's what we're asked to do right now, is to stop for a minute and evaluate, are we spending more than we're making? These kind of things. And these are tough questions that we don't really want to deal with. But you know what? This guy, he knows where each and every pentacle he has would be. Is your bank statement balancing? Yeah, are you spending money that you don't need to spend? You're looking at your 5-year plan. Are you on a path to something better in 5 years, or are you on a path to something worse in 5 years? And that's really important. So we're being asked right now, Leo, to really look at our long-term plans financially, and what are those plans? This also can be career. So, are you just spinning your wheels somewhere? Do you have potential to do something else, or something, more lucrative, and you're not taking it? What are you doing, and how is it going to impact, as far as career, money, finance, and environment, how is it going to impact your long-range plans? These pentacles can also mean your physicality, like your exercise, you're taking care of yourself. So are you taking care of yourself, and in 5 years, are you going to be better off for that or worse? This is just something that we're asked to evaluate right now. Really important. Oh, here we go. We had one that flipped. Where did it go? Justice. Okay, this is the deal. It is time to bring this issue, career, money, finance, physicality, environment, whatever it is, it's time to bring this to justice. I feel like you might be ignoring something a little bit. Like, you might be kind of like, yeah, I might have, even if it's just your physicality, yeah, I might not have gone to the gym for the last couple of months, but I'm okay. I'm all right. I'll be all right. It's time to bring that to justice. Or, I guess I'm out charging stuff all weekend long and I'm not really paying attention when the bill comes. I keep paying the minimum, or something along those lines. I think it's time to get real with career, money, finance, environment, physical fitness, whatever it is, and you'll know what this is. It's time to get real. Bring this to justice. But this is a sort of logic that she's got here. This is the sort of logic. So time to judge that, bring it to justice, and decide, how does this fit into my 5 and 10 year plan? And am I going to be better off or worse off for the way that I'm acting, for the way I'm conducting myself? Now, what comes with this is the sun. Sun is a brand new day. The sun is a new way of being. So I think this is definitely that we're going to evaluate what's going on here, probably make some changes, and then as we head to this 5 and 10 year kind of down the road plan, we're seeing, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be who I am right now. I'm going to be a lot better. And that's the only thing that matters, is that you are better than you are right now. It's not about you keeping up with other people or doing what other people are doing. It's about you taking care of you and doing what you need to do for yourself, and so that you're better in the future. But this is definitely very interesting. I'll be interested to hear how that resonates with everybody. And we'll move on to our Virgos. What do we have for Virgo? Very end of July. Virgo, the Ace of Swords and the Six of Wands. All right, Virgo. Oh, I have so many Virgos in my life that I love so much. And you guys just, you do the right things. You're very smart. You have an opportunity right now to use your logical brain. You guys are earth signs, you're the pentacles, you're very rooted in what you can see, touch, taste, feel, what's right in front of you, but you are also very logical and very smart, and you're being asked to use your logic right now to spur you on to some sort of victory, because this is victory. So the thing is, with the pentacles, they're a little bit more of a slow moving sign, and I think that's what it is people around you might be like, come on, and you're like, listen, in my own time I will handle this, but you need to give me my time to do so. I am married to a Virgo, so I know. I'm an Aquarius, air sign, married to a Virgo, so I get it. You guys have your own methodology for doing things, figuring things out, and it has to be in your timetable, but you do always, almost always, the Virgos win. And it might take a really long time, but in the end, you guys really know what's going. You guys know what's up. You are being called to use your logical brain. Not, is this the best thing for the universe, but is this right or is this wrong? Not, is this the right thing? Should I be doing this? This is about what is the right thing for you right now, for you, not anybody else. You do have coming up here this Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is a prison of your own making. And I can see how this can happen. You kind of get mired in a certain thought process, and it becomes this vicious cycle where you don't make a decision. And this is about, it's time to make this decision. It is time to decide what you're going to do and move forward. You will make the right decision, but it's time to make it and stop thinking about it. It's time to move on this. You also have the Judgment card coming up with this. And Judgment, this is like, listen, you've done everything that you can do. Okay, you've put it all out there. You've done all the right things. You've said all the right things. You've talked to all the right people. You've dotted your I's and crossed your T's. You've done it all. It's time to put it out there, and it's time to move on. So that's you guys. I'm very interested to hear what it is you guys are moving on from. But we'll see. We'll see as we move forward here. Headed to our Libras. What do we have for our Libras? Libra. End of July, Libra. Two of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. I'm feeling like, once in a while that happens. I feel like you have made some strides in this is your career, money, finance, physicality, environment. This is about really paying attention to where that stuff goes, where your money goes, even your physical body. Are you healthy? Are you taking care of yourself? And I feel like you've made some steps toward, I feel like you've made some steps toward really getting a handle on this. Like, I feel like there were a couple situations that may have gotten a touch out of hand over the last few months, whether it's spending or not taking care of yourself or something in your immediate environment. It could even be that you let your house get to be a mess, you know, or you let your finances get to be a little bit of a mess. But I feel like you're on the, like, you've turned the corner, and if you haven't actually actively started fixing the problem, you have addressed it. Like, you know it's there, and you're starting to make some short-term plans. Like, this is not saying for the next 5 years I will go to the gym every day, or I will, you know, pay off all my debt or whatever. This is saying for the next month I'm going to make these few changes toward something better. That's what this is saying. So let's get a little more info here. Yeah, you've got this 5 of Cups. So I feel like you know the mistakes that you've made. And that's okay, because we all make mistakes, okay? Things just happen, and we don't always make the right choice, and so what? I want to point this out here. You've got these 3 cups that are spilled out. So yes, okay, I get that. You made these mistakes and whatever, and it's done. But if you can just turn around here, there's 2 full cups right there, okay? There's 2 full cups there that give you the opportunity to do something different. And notice you have this 2 of Wands here, and Wands are action. So here you go. You've got these 2 cups. If you can just turn around and look at these 2 Wands, it's time to take some action. You're making some plans, and that's okay. It's time you've seen the mistake, but like, let's not get mired in the mistake you made. The other card coming up here is the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords, knights are bringers of energy, and this is your logical energy. And now, Libra, you are an air sign, so this is you, the swords, this is your thing. You're very logical. So you know that there's no point in focusing on what went wrong, but that it is important to focus on what is right and moving forward, these 2 rods, what you're going to do, right? And then here you have this knight, this bringer of logical energy. So you know this is a problem that you can solve. That's it. You're smart. You've got it. You know, if you follow your own plan, that you can deal with whatever this is, and you'll be fine. So I'll be interested to hear what it is that you guys are working on. Very interested to hear. All right, we're going to move on to our Scorpios. What do we have for Scorpio for the end of July? 2 of Wands for the Scorpios. This is so weird. And the 4 of Pentacles. Okay, Scorpio, go back and watch Libra. Oh my gosh, that is so weird. You watch me shuffle too. It's just so strange, especially because you're right next to each other. But we talked a little bit with Libra. I would watch Libra, first of all. So pop back and watch Libra if you haven't already. But here, this is about getting a handle on something. Okay, and this is about short-term planning. So there's something that needs to be managed, whether it's your career, money, finance, your physical body, your environment, and it's about short-term goals that you're making here. Definitely watch Libra. That is crazy. It's weird when that stuff happens. The same energy pervades, though, during the time period, and you'll see that a lot if you watch more than just your sign. Here you have the 8 of Cups, which, yes, can be about walking away from something that doesn't serve you, but it's also about walking toward what does, and noticing that these things that get left behind, that's just as a matter of default. You're not, this person's not turned backwards going, I'm leaving this behind, I'm leaving this behind, I'm leaving this behind. This person's facing forward going, I'm going to go do something better and something different, and by default, the old stuff just gets left behind. That's kind of here. You know, you don't quite know exactly where you're going, but you know you're not going to keep staying here. So you're making some short-term plans away from things that are not good. And then you have this Knight of Cups here. And Scorpio, this probably is, what's funny is you have the Cups energy because you are the Cups, okay? You are the emotions. You're a water sign. You have the Knight of Cups. Knights bring energy. They're bringers. So in this instance, I think this has to do more with an emotional issue that may have gotten out of hand versus this career, money, finance, or physical environment issue. There's maybe an emotional issue that has gotten out of hand that now needs to be tended to and possibly pruned away. You have this rush of emotional energy, which can be difficult to manage, but I think with this 4, it's saying, listen, you gotta kind of lock it down a little bit and not let it take you off the deep end, okay? Short-term changes. And that can be, especially if you've got people around you with a lot of drama, family that has a lot of drama. These are short-term changes to kind of back you away from that and kind of lock down, like, okay, I know how we're going to handle this, and this isn't it. That's kind of what I'm seeing for you guys. But watch Libras too. And Libra, if you're watching this, I'm glad you watched them both, because it can be a mix. You have your moon and rising signs, which also can help influence things. So really interesting there. All right, we're going to move on to our Sagittarians, see if we get any more weird cards in common. If you hear snoring, it's my dog. in the background, okay? Sagittarius, what do we have going on for our Sagittarians? The Two of Pentacles and the King of Swords. All right, Sagittarius. It looks like you have made some decisions recently that I don't know why I'm getting the whole decision thing, probably because of this King of Swords, but you had to make some, I don't want to say difficult, because they really weren't difficult. They were more difficult to voice, but they were right or wrong. I mean, the swords are logic. You know, it's right or it's wrong, and that's it. They may have been difficult to own and voice, but you knew immediately in your head the right and the wrong thing to do. So I feel like lately you've had to make some decisions that not everyone loved, and you do have a rebalancing here. You have, you know, the rough, choppy water and the less choppy water here. So you have a little bit of a rebalancing happening, and I would think it's as a result of these decisions. I'm hearing something about someone, I don't want to say they expected you to do something different, but it would have benefited them had you have chosen differently. So there's somebody in, the card coming up with this is the Six of Cups. So this is somebody who's part of your history that I feel like they would have benefited more if you had made a different decision, and they have voiced an opinion about that, which wobbled you a little bit and made you like, oh, sorry, but I had to take care of me for once. That's kind of what I'm feeling. This can be family member, old friend, somebody, even a colleague that you worked with a long time ago, someone that you have history with. That's what I'm getting from that. Not necessarily a childhood friend, but someone that you have an emotional attachment to because you have old history with them, and they may not have reacted well to your decision, or you may feel that they're like, well, I'm not happy with that because it doesn't benefit them. I don't know, but either way, you are rebalancing yourself from some decision that you made that you knew you needed to make. Now, you have the King of Wands, and Wands are your thing. You're a fire sign. So the King of Wands, very charismatic, and he does balance out this King of Swords, who's like so fierce. The King of Wands kind of balances out that decision that you had to make and kind of charms his way to fixing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the King of Wands is so charming, so charismatic. So basically, your charm kind of gets you over this rough patch is what I'm seeing. So pour on your charm, because you definitely have it, Sagittarius. You know, you have a great smile. Usually you're very funny, and you have a quirky sense about you that people just kind of, they can't help but like really love you. So use that to your advantage when you're rebalancing, and try to let go of whatever this other thing is. And you had a third card come out, and I usually don't do this because it makes us run late, but I don't care. You have this Page of Wands. And pages bring messages, and that message is to remember you are the Wands, you are the fire sign, you are this King of Wands. So just remember that. And like I said, I hate to say use that to your advantage, but you know what, it's part of who you are. And so capitalizing on who you are is just is what it is. I mean, you're very charming, people really dig you, so don't worry about it. All right, I just want to hear if you want to message me and let me know what's going on. I'd be really interested to know. Anyway, we'll move on to our Capricorns. What do we have going on for Capricorn? Very end of July. Capricorn. Oh, the Eight of Swords, Capricorn. And the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this is easy. You have something amazing right in front of you, but you are choosing to not see it. Either you're nervous about it, don't want to see it, feel like you don't deserve it. I get a real thing that you feel like you don't deserve whatever this opportunity is. And I want to say, when we talk about the Wheel of Fortune and you having good luck, that's because you make good choices. So if someone is offering you something wonderful, please don't ignore it thinking you don't deserve it. You deserve it. You are afforded this good luck because of choices that you have made. So take this blindfold off. Release yourself from this prison of I don't deserve. That's what I'm getting, is that you feel like you don't deserve whatever this good thing is, and you really do. You have the Ten of Cups with this. So I think it's just a matter of you taking the blindfold off and seeing like, oh my gosh, look at all these awesome things that I have in front of me. Look at the relationships I have. Look at all this wonderful support I have. Why am I not taking advantage of this wonderful thing that's happening to me? Why do I feel like I'm not good enough? And I don't know. I don't know. The other card you have coming up here is the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is about, look at this. She's got, where did it go? I can't see from this side. I thought she had it. Oh, she doesn't. But the High Priestess is the most intuitive card in the entire deck, okay? So this is saying that deep down, you really know better. Deep down, you know that you deserve this level of happiness. You know you deserve this good thing, okay? You deserve this, so deep down, take advantage of that. There's something amazing right in front of you, and you are ignoring it, and that is not cool, so stop it, okay? All right, we're going to move on to Aquarius, because we're running really late here. Aquarius. What do we have going on for Aquarius? Aquarius, 5 of Swords, and the 9 of Cups. This is easy, Aquarius. You have 2 options. You can worry about what other people are saying about you, and you can get all twisted up over that, or you can focus on the fact that you are having some pretty awesome things happen. And I think that's what you're being asked right now is, do you want to focus on miscommunications and people that are like whatever with you and that kind of stuff, or do you want to focus on the good? And that's simple and plain as day. You also have this Ace of Wands. This is about you following your passion. People are always going to have something to say when you follow your passion, because they a lot of times don't have whatever it takes to do that. And Aquarians, you know, I'm an Aquarius, we're weird. We do our own thing. We kind of know people think we're weird, and we really don't care, but you're going to have to be strong. And this is hard sometimes when people are talking about you and they got negative things to say. It's really hard sometimes to follow your passion, but do it, because this is your hopes, your dreams, your wishes coming true, the stuff you really want. And so, like, who cares what these people are saying? Other card here is the Hermit. This can be a Virgo in your life. I happen to have one, so I'm really lucky. But this also is about taking a little bit of time away and evaluating the situation and deciding, what do I really want? What do I really need? Okay? What is the most important thing for me? And that's the path that you want to follow right now. What's the most important thing for me? That's that. We're going to move on to Pisces before we run out of time. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. What do we have for Pisces? Pisces. 10 of Swords, Pisces. And Temperance. Okay, something did not go your way. Some plans you made. I don't feel like this is somebody like hurting you or devastating you emotionally. I feel like you just had a disappointment. Like you thought things were going to go a certain way. And remember, you're the water signs. This is about staying balanced. I get that sometimes things don't work out, okay? And I understand that, and I'm so sorry. But whatever it is, it's not the end of the world. Stay balanced. It's easy to take every little thing and just lose our minds over it. I have a Cancer moon, so I have that watery sign, you know, where you just get so devastated and so hurt. But you know what? This Temperance is reminding us, hey, let's keep our cool. Let's stay balanced here. This is not the end of the world. Whatever this is not the end of the world. You have the Page of Wands coming up. And the Page of Wands is a message brought to you to take action. Sometimes in the face of something horrible, if we take action to make the situation better, it really helps us out. And doing something helps us feel better, okay? And you have this 9 of Pentacles. So, you know what? Maybe you need to focus on your work and the successes that you're having in your career, money, finance, your physicality, in your, what do I want to say? In your physical environment, the things you can touch and see. Focus there, okay? So you're not focused here. Don't get up in your head and be miserable and sad, because it's not worth it. Take some action. Do something so you feel better. Go volunteer. Clean your house. Bake a cake for somebody. You know what I'm saying? Do something so that something that's tangible that you can see, so that you feel better. And remember, please try to keep everything cool and even so that you don't get yourself all twisted up, because this is not worth it, okay? It's not, Pisces. All right, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.